the reward amounts for node block rewards and that it might not be the correct amount going out. I don't actually send out those rewards. All I do is maintain a website. I think so. No, this one's not for the relays. This is for the like the regular participation node rewards. I guess there's a question that it might be for the past couple of weeks might be inaccurate. So I'm gonna look into it and see if I come to the same conclusion. And then if so, I'll yeah, yeah. Yeah, Benedict sends those. So I'll look into it and if it's off I'll get in touch with Benedict and see if we can figure out what's going on. Um and then I have not. Sorry. I forget about it, and then I go to our conversation, like, when I look at my DMs, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I've got messages about this." So I did not look at this yet. Um, okay. I'll take a look and send you, and point you to the right. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'll do that. And then I have on my list some fixes for, Void Wallet that for, some issues that have been reported. There's nothing particularly major, but like errors if you try to claim multiple weeks um of uh, like the claimable tokens. If you have like two or more of the same token and you try to do it all at once instead of doing it as individual transactions, that will trigger an error. Um, there's an issue with like the Wallet Connect connection link coming up without um, like allowing you to connect without requiring the PIN entry. So that needs to be fixed as a security issue, but it can't send tokens that way. Like it won't allow you to actually send them without putting in your PIN because your key can't be decrypted without the PIN or without biometrics, but it does allow like connecting to a site, so that still needs to be fixed. Still a significant I would say it's there's no it's not huge, but it's significant enough. It needs to be fixed. And then trying to think of what else I have on my list to fix. Those are the main things. I started experimenting with an extension. I don't want to do web because web requires storing the key somewhere, and I just don't love that. Um, but like I just don't want to end up in a spot where end up with a like a MyAlgo sort of situation. So I did look into doing a browser extension, and I created one from it because the actual Void Wallet can target a browser extension. There's just some quirks with it, like it uses Wallet Connect right now, and making Wallet Connect like scan a QR code from the browser extension is very weird and doesn't work well. So you have to like copy and paste the URI. It's not really what I would want, so I'd wanna integrate, like, the same thing Kinesis does and make it work that way. It just becomes tricky, and I don't know if there's enough demand to warrant it is the biggest problem. Mhm. Yeah, that's the biggest problem is I think it's trying to pull, like, everything from the network, so it ends up, like, taking forever to load. One option may be, since Kinesis is open source, is to fork it and create a Kinesis fork, but again, I'm just not sure the demand is there. Loot is still a very usable, practical wallet to use, um, and it doesn't have what? Oh, really? I thought it did. I do know it'll work with a ledger, so that is an option. Um, but yeah, I agree it would be nice to have um, another extension wallet. So, it's possible. It's just, a matter of prioritizing it or finding where it fits in and finding if it's worth the effort. Yeah, I'll look back into doing, the browser extension because I did get it working. Like, I just tried it out just to see because you can target a browser extension with React Native with Expo. So I, like, basically just exported it as a browser extension and then loaded it into Chrome, and it worked. Um, but there are some quirks about it and the way it works, and maybe that's worth it for you to use. If you have to copy and paste the URI, that's not that big of a deal. Um, so maybe that will be the way to go. So I'll revisit that, and maybe we can get something that's, like, good enough. It's not really meant for mainstream use. Um, we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah, House of Void you basically creates an in-browser wallet that is just like a gaming wallet that you fund and you can transfer to it. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, we may want to move this an hour later on Wednesdays. We may, well, I'll talk to Chris and see if he's interested because I'm fine with moving it. I don't know if you are. Um, yeah. Well, I don't even, is that how it works? I don't even know how it works. I just wake up and my phone has a different time on it. Yeah, I'm in Massachusetts, so I'm Eastern US. Only there are some that don't. I think Arizona maybe doesn't. But it's a little weird because of that. So there are some states where I think Hawaii doesn't. Um, if I remember right. So, like, our offset from certain states and certain areas it changes and it's a little bit weird. There's yeah, there's like 2 d Yeah, yeah, it has something to do with, like, the light for in the morning for, like, farms. So, I don't yeah, it's something that people have gotten used to, and really we're at a point where we should eliminate it, but we haven't, so okay, for now, we'll keep it okay, for now, we'll keep it as is with it being when this meeting started, so shifting an hour essentially. Um, and I'll see what Chris wants to do. I'm impartial, and we can always shift it. Sounds good. Catch you later. Bye.